guys, so today on Big House Sport, we're going to be doing a bit of a rant video because I want to talk a little bit about the A-League, the Australian Football League or Australian Soccer League, whatever you want to call it. It's the top division for those who aren't aware. And for those who are aware of the A-League and do follow it passionately, it might not be for much longer because it's dying. It's legitimately, it's dying. There's nothing being done about it at all. It's actually being assisted by the organisation. Actually, you know what? Let's just wait until the video, okay? But you know, I'm just really frustrated. I'm just really frustrated at the fact that this is going downhill from something that is so promising. Anyway, guys, let's just get straight to the video because I just want to talk about, I just want to release my frustration and talk about how I feel the game could be improved and share it around. If you guys agree with what I'm saying, share it around so it gets the media traction so that, you know, the FFA bloody do so. Anyway, look. Anyway, let's get into the video, guys. First off, I just want to kind of say that I understand that the A-League will never be the Premier League, or I understand it'll never be La Liga or European powerhouse leagues. And if I'm honest, it's based around a similar, or it's pretty much the same model as what the MLS is. If you don't know what the MLS is, that's the Major League Soccer in America, so their top division. And the A-League is pretty much the MLS, just obviously, of Australia. But the MLS has really gone from nothing and has grown. Like, it's really grown. The support is just massive, and although it's never going to be a European powerhouse, they know what they are. They understand what their league is, and they're just happy to go out and support the teams, their local teams. Yes, they probably support teams in the Premier League. Yes, they probably support teams all over the world. They want to actually get to a game, watch it live, because being in a game is so much better. It's so much better. But anyway, the point I'm trying to make here is that the A-League is nothing like the MLS. It's built on the same model, and it should really be doing exactly what the MLS does in the sense of growth, in the sense of fan support, but it just isn't. It seriously just isn't. The league is so bad. People are starting to watch other leagues and not even bothering about the local homegrown kind of stuff. A couple of years ago, we were getting 50,000 people to a Melbourne derby. We were selling out a stadium for the Western Sydney Wanderers versus Sydney FC. Even Victory versus Sydney FC, or Victory versus Wanderers, or Adelaide versus Victory, or I just said Victory so many times. Well, they've got the best support, but it's not there anymore. It's not there anymore. And what I'm going to say, my opinion, is that the reason people don't come to games, one, obviously, the quality. Most people would say, oh, it's the style of football, it's the standard of football, it's very average. And yes, I agree. I found myself last night watching the Wellington Phoenix versus Western Sydney Wanderers match, and I don't have a bloody clue why the bloody hell I watched it, because it was absolutely terrible. It was absolutely terrible. Anyway, not the point. But yes, the playing style is just very average. It's not got Sergio Aguero, it's not got Leo Messi. But in the same sense, the crowd still came a couple of years ago. They still came a couple of years ago when, you know, it was still the same. It was still the same style of play. Nothing's really changed. So I'm going to wipe out the fact that the style of play has an effect on crowd attendance and why the league is going downhill. Secondly, a lot of families say basically it's not viable for them to take the entire family to the game because it's just too expensive. And yes, I can completely understand that. It is expensive. It really is. And that's something that should be sorted out, but it probably won't be sorted out because nothing to do with the FFA, I don't believe. If I'm wrong, please correct me in the comments below. So although I agree, and that's the reason why families aren't really coming, those families wouldn't have been around a couple of years ago because it was the same price. So I'm going to wipe out that one too. Number three, and this is my opinion why people aren't going to games anymore, it's because of the FFA. Simple as that. I think it's because of the FFA, and they've ruined any potential chance of atmosphere forming at football. And football is famous for its atmosphere. The reason why people want to go to games is because of the atmosphere. Yes, the football's there, but it's mainly for the atmosphere. Like, look at the Premier League. The atmosphere over there is incredible, and the FA supports it. With the FFA in Australia, at the first sign of a miniature bit of trouble, and they shut it straight down. They shut it straight down. This is in particular reference to, obviously, the active areas in Australian football. They're not allowed to express themselves. Football is always about expressing your passion for the team, and they're not allowed to. The FFA is holding everyone back. Why do I want to go to a football match and be held back from supporting the team? Yes, there are limits. Don't go be a dickhead and run onto the field. Don't start fights. But the FFA really just puts a stranglehold on the people that support the game that they run. Without those people, they don't run shit. They don't run absolutely shit. So the fact that they disrespect their supporters, yes, you guys knew exactly what I'm talking about a couple of years ago. Ever since then, it's really gone downhill. And as a fan, why would you go and support an organisation that doesn't back you up? Now, the next thing I want to say is the lack of marquee signings, or like big name signings. No one is expecting Kevin De Bruyne. No one expects Coutinho or Neymar or Cavani or anyone to come to the A-League. But at the same sense, we do want some excitement brought to the league. It's been a long time since Pirlo. It's been a long time since David Villa. This part isn't something that we're going to talk too much about because I don't think it's the most important part of why the A-League is failing, but it lacks excitement. It lacks excitement because there's no high-profile or high-profile players. One, it gets people to the game. It provides excitement and gets people to the game. And two, it gives experience to those young blokes in the Australian football that can come through the system and eventually, hopefully, be a Socceroo. Finally, for this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about promotion and advertising of the A-League. Where the is it? The funniest thing about this is that the only advertising that I've even seen, remotely seen, of the A-League from beginning of the season, before the season, till now, is people complaining there is no promotion or advertising. So that's advertising in itself. But that's by the fans, just because they're voicing their opinion. How is the game meant to grow? How are the fans meant to come back? How is there meant to be excitement around the game? How is there meant to be absolutely anything without advertising, without promoting the game, without getting people pumped up and ready to go? Why am I meant to care about the league when the FFA does nothing to support the league? Oh my gosh, I'm just so frustrated. The lack of everything. Off camera, guys, I've just sat here for 5 minutes trying to think about when the last piece of advertisement I saw was. I'm genuinely trying to think about it. I cannot think of anything that I have seen that is even remotely relevant to promoting the A-League and its football. And it's frustrating me. I've been sitting here for 5 minutes and I can't think of a single thing. But that's all I have to say on that, because it's pretty self-explanatory that there's nothing being done from the FFA's end. There's nothing being done except for them kind of sitting back and overseeing the football just kind of just do its thing. It just does its thing. And yes, the A-League can always do its thing, but it'll continue doing its thing while we do our own thing and don't actually go to the game. Because if you guys don't care, then why should we care? I love football and I love supporting Australian sport, and I will always get behind Australian sport, but I'm one of very few. I am one of very few. There are people who will always support the Australian League just because the Australian League and it's something to go to every week and it's something to attend every week with your mates and stuff like that. But we're a very selective bunch. If something isn't done, it's just gonna fade away into non-existence back to kind of the NPL days. Well, the NPL's around now, but all into an NPL style competition because no one will care about it. You know, I just think about, you know, when there were games that were getting 50,000 people to it, and now I look at it, and even the Victory is struggling for numbers. They're the best supported team in the country, and even the Victory are struggling for numbers. I'm gonna make a part 2 of this video. If you guys can get this video to 50 likes, I'll make a part 2 and we'll discuss a few more things like relegation, promotion. That's a very interesting topic in itself. Placement of teams. And we'll talk a little bit more about what I believe can improve the game beyond what it is, and what I believe can take the game to the next level. You know, if you guys did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up so know that you enjoy this content, but also so that I know that you want to see another part of this. Also, if you guys haven't hit the subscribe button yet, go and hit the subscribe button below and hit the little ding-a-ling-a-ling notification bell so that you get a notification every time Big Ass uploads a video. Funnily enough, in a couple of weeks' time, I'm going to be back in Australia and I'm going to be going back to some A-League games and filming some A-League games for you guys. As soon as I get back, I'm going to film straight away at whatever game is on because, you know, I just want to see some live sport. That's the other point itself. Finally, guys, if you agree with this video or you believe the FFA needs to see the fans' opinions, then please give this a share. Share this around your friends, share this around your football groups, and really give it the traction so that people of note can see it and they can see that people are really frustrated. People love the game but are really frustrated. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for today's video. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.